Right, now we are going to look at a student's view of Compass. When you log into a district computer, you will often see this landing page, and you can always go to Compass by clicking on the rocket. If you don't see this, you can go to your favorites, and under educational software, you'll find Compass Learning. If you're trying to get to Compass from home, you can't Google it. It won't let you go to our district Compass Learning site. So let's go right here.
This is the new Compass Learning login page. When you're going to log in, your username is your last 6 digits of your 890 number or your ID number. Your password are your initials and then the year you're born. Keep the school Odyssey, you don't need to change that, and then log in.
Ooh, it looks so pretty.
Yes, it does look very different, but we have some new icons and the activities are somewhat new.
So let's go ahead. I see we have language arts and math, and we have this ring here. So that means that we have assignments. When you click on it, you'll see your assignments. These are the NWA learning paths. You can tell because there's a writ range. And I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And one more time. Wow, there's a lot there.
And the first one is actually completed because you can see that there's a little check mark. You do have to go in order.
So I'm going to go ahead and click on the second one. There is this little information button here, and if you click I, it will give you an overview of the activity or the quiz. This quiz, I can tell, see how it has that arrow, a back and a forward arrow? Since it's a quiz, if you get 70% or higher, you'll move on to the next one. If you just blow it off and get below 70%, then it sends you back to do the activity again and then retake it one time before moving on. So let's see what this one looks like.
It's test time, everybody. This test is going to have 3 passages. As you know, there are 5 questions. Each is worth 10 points. Careful not to get tricked by the Department of Multiple Choice. Here you go. Read each passage and answer the questions. And do yourself a favor. Click on the paragraph numbers to take notes while you're reading. Best of luck.
Okay, so on this quiz, you can click on the paragraph, take notes. When you're finished or when you have to leave the activity, the new exit button is right up here. And click on that.
Yeah, and the new feature is this little toggle up on top. So if you want to go back to language arts, you can click on language arts, or if you want to go home, you can click on the little house.
Which should we go to?
Let's go back to language arts for a minute. So those other 2 paths are different learning paths with multiple activities. I would wait and see which one my teacher directs me to go to first before picking one.
Okay, let's go home. And math, again, just like the language arts, there's 4 different learning paths. Your teacher will let you know which one to start in. It will either be by the domain name, or they may have you work in the lowest writ range. So I'm ready to go home. I'm going to come back here and click home.
On the left side, you'll see some icons. They're pretty much the same as before. They just changed before what used to be your backpack to be called a portfolio. So let's click in there. And in here you can see, and your teacher can come and look at all of the work you've done. And if you look and see a blue, completely blue little piece of paper, that means you completed an assignment. Halfway blue means you started it, and white means you didn't start it at all. So your teacher can look at your work from today, from the week, from the month. And that's kind of a way for you and your teacher to keep track of your work. If you wanted to look at reports, you can look at the same reports that your teacher might look at by clicking on the Reports tab and then just running a report.
Also, if you look on the Assignments tab, it will show you again in a different way all of your assignments. If you click on the details, it will have the actual breakdown here. Okay, I can see that these are completed, and if I click on this, I can actually bring up the quiz, which is nice if you have questions on it. Okay, I'm going to close that. The Odyssey Writer, some of your activities in language arts will pull up that Odyssey Writer. It's kind of like a Word or a Google Doc, at least that you can type and then send your paragraph to your teacher. All right, anything else?
I think that's all for now. So we can log out on the top, and that's what your student view looks like.